Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Ba'asham Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And salutation to your sincere Akimata out there that are pushing this gospel in righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Okay, so you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you are a target. Okay, so what you now have is, according to this, I will clearly see it in this article. The title being "Ending Black Fears Over C19 Vaccines Means Confronting Past Racism and Viral Rumors." Okay, so basically, what you have is he is trying to, encourage the so-called black community to take this vaccine, but where the problem is at right now is that it's not you jakes out of all these other communities. You jakes are the ones that are more likely to take this vaccine, man, because he's not trying to take this vaccine. Okay, these Trump supporters supporting gun toting, um middle belts, Trump supporting Edomites. Are they trying to take the vaccine? Are all these is okay? Is it a situation where the so-called blacks is okay? The so-called blacks are they have the highest ratio of people that are now willing to take this vaccine. Okay, why are you the focus in this whole war against this infection? Why are you the ones that are more likely to get infected? Why are you the ones that are trying to push this vaccine to the hardest? Why are you the ones that are on the spotlight? Why is he so desperate to save you people right now? Okay, that should be the question in your minds. All it just shows is that you are being targeted for destruction. Okay, and the picture when I saw this article, the first picture that came to my mind was what Yahawashai told the apostle Peter. He said that what Satan would want would so that Satan wants to have you so that he can sift you like wheat. Okay, this is what he's planning to do to our people. Okay, so this is the book of, so okay, let me get that in here. Okay, so this is the book of Luke 22. I believe that's the 31st chapter. Alright, Luke 22 verse 31, and it reads, "And Yahweh said, Simon, Simon, behold, Sakya, let's start again, Sakya." The book of Luke 21 verse 31. "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat." Okay, because this is what he was trying to do to our people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Americans. Because when this when this infection started, you already know the background story. It started with they started with the Chinese getting infected and the like. But now, you see that the main the main victims, so called, the quote unquote the main victims, the people that are at the highest risk, are you Israelites. Okay, and but now this article is going into, it's only focusing on the southern kingdom. It's only focusing on the so-called black man. But I'm making no mistake about that. The reason why they are going after Judah first is because it is the head tribe. Okay, if they get you Negroes, if they get you so-called Negroes, the rest of the tribes will follow suit easily. As the scripture says, it is the head tribe. That's why, and that's the main reason why Yahushua is not Yahushua. But in the scriptures, it said that in the book of Jeremiah, it said the Most High would save the tents of Judah first. Okay, because as because they understand that this is the head tribe. As scripture says, as the leader is, so is his people. And once the head tribe is saved, the rest of the tribe will just simply follow suit. Okay, and this just shows you right here. The first there was like I completely forgot to go into the article. Let me just go into the article a little bit, just to get the information from it. And it reads: Memphis, Tennessee, back in March, the notion that melanin rendered so-called black people immune to the infection was super spreading throughout social media. but reality revealed that to be a false rumor. Now, 9 months later, the infection has killed more than a quarter of a million Americans. It's killing so-called black people at twice the rate of white people. Nonetheless, the past, fraught with devaluation of black lives, such as the Tuskegee experiment conducted from 1932 to 1972. You see what he is doing. He's calling back his past sins, and now pretending like he has changed. Like now, he's a changed man, and he has your best interest at heart. Now he's trying to save you on this 19 infection, even though his past works, even though what he has, all the things that he has done in his past has proven otherwise. Okay, because because you can call it Tuskegee experiments. Okay, what about what he did to God? What about what he did to the Southern Kingdom? How he. Okay, what about what he, as I was saying, Sakia, what's going on? Okay, but as I was saying, what about what he did to God? What about what he did to the Southern Kingdom? These are still Israelites. He still experimented on them, give them smallpox, you know, give them smallpox, give them all these other infections, just in order to create cures for them. He experimented with you Israelites, and guess what? There hasn't been and guess what? There were no reparations for that. Okay, there wasn't no. He has not yet paid for that wickedness. Okay, and he's trying to do the exact same thing again. He hasn't. This devil hasn't had a change of heart, and I would like and I would want to point our attention to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12. I already know what percent I'm going to get because this one has been coming out a lot because of this Maxine Waters, man. Because of what he's trying to, because of what he's trying to run up in our people. Telling you that this is something that is for our good, but in all actuality, all the signs have pointed to it not being the case. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. And we know, okay, we know this is a fact. Nobody can dispute this in this situation anymore. That these devils, these Edomites, these so called white people are our enemies. Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So now we look at the qualities of these devils, look at the qualities of of our enemies. They are liars. Okay, the scripture says that what? The wicked, and we know who the wicked are. Okay, going into Malachi 1, verse 4, that they would call Esau the border of wickedness, the people whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. Okay, and going to Job 9, verse 24, that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who is ruling over the earth right now? That should answer. That is the simplest. That is the simple answer of who the wicked is. And also going into the book of Maccabees chapter 1, where it talks about how as soon as these devils gained rulership, evils were automatically multiplied on the earth, showing you the kind of rulers they are. Okay, the devils, they are liars, they are the wicked. It's just talk about how you know in their heart is no good thing. They lay snares constantly for you Israelites. Their only thoughts daily, is how to trap you up, how to destroy you. Okay, going into the book of Psalms 83. Going into the book of going into the book of even in the same book of going to the book of Maccabees, you see the wickedness that these devils have committed against our people. Not just all throughout history, okay, with all their crimes, with all their crimes against our people, but also in the scriptures. As soon as they came into power, what was the first thing they did, man? They attacked you Israelites. They went after you. They persecuted you. They waged war against you. They tried to destroy you as a people, because that is the only intention. That is the only in basic, that's the only I want to say that's the only intention in their hearts. That is what their main focus is. That's the primary goal, to destroy you Israelites. Okay, this is what they live for. So going on from Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not altogether been wiped away. And the prophets have been warning you. about this rust, the rust of this devil, about the rust that you see in this this 19 vaccines, which is basically that it is not for your help, okay, it's not for your own good, because of all the wickedness that this devil has put in it, because of all the things that would occur because of the things that could happen to you because you take this vaccine. And guess what? Taking this vaccine could actually kill you. Okay, even by Iso's own admission. Okay, I can't really pull up the article right now, but there was an article, I think that was New York Times, talking about how nobody should be surprised if people start dying 1 or 2 days after taking this vaccine. But yet, he would have you believe that once you take this vaccine, man, COVID is no longer a yeah, yeah. See, the C19 is the infection is no longer a problem for you. But wait a minute, I did a video previously about Fauci talking about how this C19 does not mitigate the risk of the infection in any way. That even after taking the C19, you could still no you're still at risk of getting infected. You're still at risk of transferring this infection. So it does nothing for you, right? So like, let me say that I can get more with this article. Okay, and let me just continue on with this article. Nonetheless, a past fraught with the devaluation of Black lives, which still continues on to this day. Okay, he hasn't changed at all. Going back to that Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 10. You watch this devil, you watch him like you watch this devil like you wipe him up, and you watch this devil, put that scope on him, and you will see that his rust have not altogether been wiped away. You will see that it is still the same devil that has not changed. Okay, continue on, such as the Tuskegee experiments conducted from 1932 to 1972, in which researchers wanted black men to die from syphilis rather than treat them for it, still causes many black people to cling to fears and social media rumors and conspiracies when it comes to the C19 infection. Like the one that charged that the C19 was being put on nasal swabs used for testings, and one that claimed that Melinda Gates said black people must be vaccinated first for the C19. And all these are true, okay? The you know all these things are true, okay? I don't know about the nasal swab styles. Let me just say right now, okay? I don't know if the nasal swab actually, if they actually did this with those nasal swab tests, but I do know, okay, that Melinda Gates is not is actually what's what I'm looking for. Okay, she did it on, like, on video, so she's actually quoted as saying that, there is proof that she said that. It's proof that and even in this same article, you'll still go down and it'll still admit it and show you that, even Bill Gates is said that their focus is it's to roll out this vaccine on you Jakes, man, especially you Negroes, especially Judah. Okay, and the funny thing is that, you Israelites, yeah, you actually, the funny thing that these Edomites are more on game about what's going on with this vaccine than you Israelites. But yet you don't see them, chasing after, you don't see them chasing after Edomites. You don't see them trying to curb the fears of their own people. What they are focused on is trying to curb your own fears. What they are focused on is trying to change your own mind, trying to prove that that the vaccine is good for you. That's why you had these two Israelite women, okay, take the one both delivering and taking the vaccine in order to curb your own fears. And these people, these people, I have a preset. I actually have a preset here, so let me quickly jump to that. If I continue with the article, I don't think I'll even read much of it again. Okay, the book of Psalm 64, verse 1. And this whole chapter is good. I don't even know where to start from. So I probably have to read the whole thing. So Psalm 64 verse 1. Hear my voice, O power. In my prayer preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And this is what he is doing, man. This is what he constantly does to our people. Okay, peace was never an option to these devils, man. Living in peace and harmony, living peacefully with you Israelites was never in their thoughts. They never had that spirit in them. So this is the book of Ezekiel 35, and I'll start from verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And Mount Seir, which is Petra today, was the original or ancestral, country of these devils, Edom, okay, which is Esau. And continue from verse 3, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh of power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Okay, so this is what these devils always do. They are, as I said before, their whole thought is how to destroy you as a people, and they shed you in, you know, and this is what they do. Their only focus is just like, let me just continue reading on from verse 6. If I continue with what I'm trying to say, Ezekiel 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh of power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall overtake thee. Okay, so this is what these devils do. They want to destroy you people. They want. This is what the devils do, man. They are only after you Israelites. They want to completely wipe you off the face of the earth. This is why they made all that talk of designer viruses. There was that time where there was this conspiracy going around that he was preparing designer viruses that could basically attack certain genome sequences. And guess what? Ironically, that designer virus is in this vaccine, because going into the god gene, basically the Apostle Taha actually did a video concerning that. Okay, where he talked about how the vaccine can actually attack the or block the god gene, and that's why you had that video of that individual that took the vaccine, talking about how he couldn't feel God, he couldn't feel the Most High, and this is what he is trying to do. He's trying to basically obscure that connection that you Israelites have to the Most High. And if he does that, well, guess what? He's going to be able to completely overtake you, because everything that we are as a people, us being the greatest people on the earth, the salt of the earth, the light of the world, the former of all things, the perfection of beauty and all that, it is because, okay, the Most High is dealing with us on a higher level than all these other nations. Everything that you see, all the amazing things that you see our people do, have a 40-inch vertical and dunk 10-foot rim into 40-inch vertical. Okay, you run, the speed that we use in running. Okay, the our innovation, the inventions that we have made for this kingdom, our ability, the arts, the music, the the music, the I don't want to say rap, because but anyway, all those things, it's because of the spirit of the Most High that is in us, showing that we are Israelites. All those talents that we have as a people, it is because of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's influence on our people that has caused us to have these things. Okay, and if he severs that God gene, if he takes that away from us, guess what? Now our people will be completely nothing. Because right now what you have in this society is that all our people, especially those ones that are puffed up, that have been made rich through their talents, they exalt themselves, they forget to give all the praises, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because he's the one that put that spirit in them to have those abilities. But at the end of the day, it is still the Most High that gave you those abilities. So, okay. So if that God gene is severed, guess what? You won't have those abilities anymore. Because if you go into the precepts, the book of Judges, when before Samson did a mighty feat, the man, and I'm sure that everybody should know the story of Samson. Before he did a mighty feat, the scriptures is recorded as saying, then the spirit of the Lord entered him. Okay, before any time they want to do a mighty feat, that's what the scriptures always say, the spirit of the Lord entered him. When Delilah, his wife, cut off his hair, and I'm not going to go to that. You can actually read it yourself. When Delilah his that Delilah, the Philistine cut off his hair, guess what? The scripture says that the spirit of the Lord did not come to him. The spirit of the Lord basically left him because he broke the Nazarite vow. He went off, by letting his hair get cut like that. That's what he is trying to do. He knows that when we are connected to our power, as also once again, that is the book of Judith. Once we are connected with our power, that there's nothing that they can do against us. But if we don't have that connection, man, that's the end for our people. Okay. So I think I'm just going to end it there. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rachak, Wadash, Wa Abad Babal. And through the Spirit, this was an edifying lesson. And this is still the one to our people, okay? He is after you. The devil wants you that he may sift you as wheat. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.